Hello everybody, welcome back to Quantum Break. We are going to go into the second junction in Act 2 today. Just going to watch this video or clip diary thing of Beth's third diary before we jump into that and see what's going to wait for us on the next one. So, let's see.
October 9th, 1900 hours. We found it. The second time machine. It's the final proof I needed. Everything she wrote in that notebook came true. I found the final piece of the puzzle. The countermeasure that William built to stop a fracture in time went missing in 2010. It was never seen again. It's clear what that means. It was us who took it.
That's my theory.
It just hasn't happened yet. We go to the past, get the countermeasure, come back, and we can stop all of this in the present. That's our mission. Even if Jack doesn't know it yet. He's convinced we can go back and simply undo this all. He lit right up when he saw that machine, like time travel is some kind of goddamn magic eraser. He's gonna be in bad shape when he realizes the truth. Maybe even worse than I was. Poor bastard. Guy's stubborn as hell. Did I mention his ingenious plan to kidnap Dr. Amaral? Let's just say he's in handcuffs right now, waiting for me to Trojan horse his ass out of a high-security Monarch facility. He's got balls. I'll give him that much. Maybe I'll wait a bit longer.
Just gonna leave me in cuffs. Oh, I like Beth. Right, so let's see what is going to happen. Faced with Jack's surrender, Serene has to choose whether to focus on his friendship with Jack or his plans for Monarch. Ooh, let's see what the repercussions are. I feel like I'm going to side with my friendship, but it depends what he says are the potential outcomes.
The future used to be so clear when I was reliving the past. Once I caught up to the moment I had left, that ended. All I've had to go on since then are the plan and the visions. I knew Jack would come to me. I'd seen that, but I didn't know why exactly, or how it would end.
There he is. You were right.
My visions of the future aren't always clear, but they don't lie.
Speaking of lies, Joyce is saying he's discovered his brother's time machine.
We've spent 17 years looking for it, and he finds it in less than a day?
I actually looked in the briefcase.
That sounds unlikely.
Still, we know it's out there somewhere. We don't know what his brother managed to tell him.
If he really has located the machine, why would he come here and tell you? Smart Money says he's trying to play you.
Maybe, but the machine is out there. It's in our interest to find out where.
So,
if Jack knows,
just thinking about
I have
it.
to talk to him.
Just thinking about it, wasn't it that he completed that time machine
Dr. Joyce could have provided the answer to that question.
in 1999? But that's what
made
the
him a
first...
liability.
Is that angry young man going to cooperate any more than his brother did? You remember Jack as a close friend, but that clouds your judgment. Don't make this personal.
Or
It's not.
we know which side Hatch is going
Then
to be
don't
on.
forget why we're here tonight.
I wonder if
After what happened, our people need reassurance that we're in control. You're the man who could win them over. Let me handle Joyce, so you can concentrate on your speech.
I know what's at stake here, Martin.
I wonder if my choices will affect my relationship with Hatch. Like, if I go against what he would prefer, would that turn him against me quicker than if...
Dr. Sophia Amaral had taken over our
did what he
Chronon research
wanted.
department after Dr. Kim's accident. She was the only one who could treat the Chronon syndrome.
Erica Ross. Erica, first of all, my condolences and apologies. I didn't realize you had a history with Henry, and frankly, I would not have promoted you into this position had I known. If you would be more comfortable working on something else, I can make that happen. No questions asked. To be clear, I'm not talking about a demotion. I mean a comparable senior position in another department. You're correct that it's a very sensitive topic, but given your current security clearance, I can tell you what I know. Unfortunately, I don't know much. For the past 6 months, I myself have been trying to work out what happened, but I haven't made much progress. I know Henry was working late in his lab and there was some kind of chronon particle surge. Of course, we know that exposure to large quantities of chronon particles can result in physical changes, but Paul Serene is an example of that. His first exposure resulted in his extraordinary abilities, and the second exposure caused his progressive condition. In Henry's case, shush. I'm reading my emails. A very busy CEO, don't you know? I've lost where I got to. In Henry's case, that exposure transformed him into a chronon-disrupted wave function subject. Or a shifter. It is, of course, clear that Mr. Serene and Henry's conditions are essentially the same thing, even if Serene's case hasn't progressed as far. However, it's not at all clear how Henry could have been exposed to such a powerful dose of chronon particles, particularly in the lab, or as the lab area itself underwent none of the temporal changes we have come to associate with such an exceptional event. None of the containers on scene had remotely enough chronon particle capacity for such a high dose, and furthermore, all of them were intact and accounted for. In short, we don't know where these particles could possibly have come from. I'm not surprised that Martin Hatch was unwilling to discuss this. He was the only other person present in the lab when the accident took place, but I don't know why he was there or what happened, and he claims to have no memory of the events. That seems unlikely. Despite this, Martin somehow managed to contain Henry in the artificial zero state field set up in the lab. I'm unwilling to speculate as to how this could possibly have happened. Suffice to say that I have many questions about these events myself. I think about my offer, Erica. You're a first-rate scientist, and I would hate to lose you, but I absolutely understand if you wanted to change departments. Please give your best to your wife. So she was then obviously asking about. I knew him very well, went to school with him, and he was actually my husband's best man for my first marriage. Unfortunately, when I moved down to Florida, we didn't manage to stay in touch. Let's just say that life took me in unexpected directions. It was very welcome surprise to hear from him when he was recruiting new people, and I'm glad to say we hit it off again. We spoke on the phone a lot, and he came over to meet my wife, and, well, it was like old times. You can imagine my shock and disappointment when I heard about his death just a week before my own employment at Monarch began. We didn't get to work together the way I'd hoped. Now Monarch has been very good to me, but his death has been eating at me. I know it's something people don't want to discuss, and I understand that there are confidentiality issues. However, having recently been cleared for some of the more sensitive chronon research, I now know that the story of his death is a fabrication, and Henry has become something entirely different. So he's not actually dead. He's just a shifter, which is like the next step up from us having powers, I guess. I should add that I brought this up to Martin Hatch the other day, and he made it clear in no uncertain terms that I should drop the matter. Given that, I'm taking something of a chance talking to you about this. Oh, I should probably check quickly. Oh, was that it? Huh. Just the one. Well, that's easy. Oh, but I can look out at other stuff.
The mansion was an extravagance, but it was useful for events like the gala, and it deflected attention from our nearby R&D facility.
It is quite a big mansion. From the look of it, at the window anyway. Okay. So, what time does the gala actually start? Because it's obviously not going right now. They're still setting up. There's Jack. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. I really like this whole choice thing. It's a very cool concept. There's something over there I can look at. Anything over here? I know there's no more lore to find, but there might be things that will make him chatter away. Little goodie bag.
What are these doing here? We should be set up by now.
It's all on schedule. You're micromanaging again.
Well,
Don't even twitch.
it seems a bit excessive for one guy, right? Look how many striker guys they've got around him.
And here you are.
I had to see the lifestyles of the sick and traitorous up close and personal. And it was such a nice invitation.
How do you want to deal with this, Paul?
Good question. Choose whether to focus your thingy on... How do I do it again? Is it Y?
I could still try to reach Jack and make
Personal-
him see reason.
Business.
Or
mission.
I could let Hatch deal with him so nothing would distract me from leading Monarch.
Ooh. Okay, let's see personal.
Up into the past. to change things.
Answer me this question, Bo.
I once trusted Jack more than anybody. It was my only chance to make him understand the truth.
The fuck do you mean nobody got a look at the shooter?
Without me there to give the speech, my empire would start to crumble like a house of cards.
The Ring chooses to focus on his relationship with Jack and let Monarch fend for itself for a while. Or...
I believe that with hope comes miscalculation. And as you and I are well aware, Mr. Joyce, with miscalculation can often come catastrophe. And that leaves me with you, Mr. Joyce.
But my old friend would be a lost cause, dead and buried along with the rest of my past. Tonight is a celebration. A celebration.
Well, then I surely don't want to choose that one if it's going to get me killed.
Tonight we celebrate because I promise to you that we are prepared. Monarch would grow stronger with my presence. The plan would go forward as intended.
See, this one's interesting because the implication of that was that Hatch would kill Jack, but we know that that wouldn't happen because it's Act 2. So Jack would probably escape somehow, but the relationship between him and Paul would be stunted a bit more. I think I'm going to go personal because I'm curious whether there's any salvaging our relationship with Paul or not.
Martin,
It won't
if we're even gonna have
appreciate,
to cover
yeah,
for me at the
Martin's
speech
not going to
tonight.
appreciate it. I'm also curious about who's going to be shooting.
All right.
Jack and I have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've seen where this leads. I've been to the end of time, and I've escaped it. All the way to
Destination 1999.
1999, when it all started. I've tried to change things, but by trying, I only made them happen in the first place.
Who did he shoot? Who did he shoot? That has to have been Will's machine, right? In 1999. 57% of the community did the same of choosing personal. That's quite interesting because it is a fairly even split then on that one. There was a bigger gap, I think, on the first one, wasn't there? I am very curious what would happen in both. I'm gonna have to go and play both.
Time is breaking down. Monarch has been preparing for it. There's this thing. It's called a lifeboat protocol, and it can save us, at least some of us.
You've been the face of Monarch for all these years, Martin.
This is like a previously,
Let's
isn't
get
it?
clear on something.
Because this was the
This is so
first
much
episode that we
You're
saw.
not thinking clearly. You need your treatment.
You gonna go?
Me? Go to a party.
We can roll
I
together.
wonder what will happen in this one. Will it be about Burke again?
I want a statement.
Will it have the conversation with Jack?
Far. Things got very violent, and that violence was because of Jack Joyce.
We just lost communication with Jack Joyce's transpo. Find him.
Step away! Right now!
These are
This isn't what it
cool.
looks like.
I like these.
No. No! He's gone.
We need all points converge on Liam Burke. He's armed and dangerous.
Bloody Charlie. Instant shouting. So is it going to pick up right here from him being arrested? Or... Yes? No? Episode 2, Prisoner. So it is going to follow Burke again. It's interesting that he seems to be the main character at the moment in the episodes. Or it might not be about him. I suppose that could be about me, because I'm also a prisoner. Jack. Breathe. October 9th, 12 hours after the fracture in time. So he's getting... This is his treatment, is it? Dr. Kim's lab. That's Dr. Amaral, then.
stimulants. They're losing their effectiveness.
Fine.
No. I need to work on something new.
You should enjoy yourself tonight. You work too much as it is.
I've been running tests on the temporal anomalies. I think it could be happening sooner than we...
I've seen when it happens.
At least consider that maybe you misinterpreted
subtitles.
something.
Didn't the first one have subtitles? I'll pause.
Jack knows where William's machine is. I have to go talk to him. Martin can handle my speech.
Martin.
Sophia. Thank you.
Monarch Mansion on Garland. 15 hours after. This is the gala. Got music going.
You haven't touched your drink. I'm not really into drinking a lot, I guess.
I'm curious what her role is going to be in this.
Rough day?
I know we got subtitles.
Yeah.
Where were they in the first bit?
Like what? I have things happen in my day. I do. We had, I had to deal with some internal affairs.
Internal affairs? Oh, you're just gonna leave me hanging?
Well, yeah, it's internal.
Charlie.
Okay.
I'm half wondering if she's a sneak. And she's
I helped catch a traitor today.
flying him for information.
Traitor? Was that what all that commotion was about?
Yep. That was me.
Who was it?
I mean,
Who was it?
Who's the... Who was it?
Yeah.
I can't,
What?
I am not at liberty to discuss this.
Well, you just brought it up. It's like, well, Monarch drama.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to leave you hanging on that one. For real. This time.
Oh, I just thought maybe you'd want to share it with me. But I don't know. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom, so I'll leave you hanging here. For real.
Okay.
Go mingle.
I feel like the audio is a bit out of sync.
Drink a little.
I don't know if it is. If it is, I'll probably try and fix it a bit. But for me, it looks like it's slightly out. Yeah, there's definitely something going on with her, isn't there? She must be a... Oh, is she? Is she the other one that was in the email? Was trying to get the keycard to Kim's lab? Is that her? I've forgotten her name. It began with F, like Fiona or something, wasn't it? That could have been her. Because that could explain why she's nervous. I don't remember what her name was, if they've said it out. Because then she could think that he's on about her, but obviously he wouldn't be talking to her like that if it was that. Is this where Liam joins Team Joyce?
Thanks for the gun.
Didn't really have a choice about that one. He's so unimpressed.
Dr. Ramro?
Martin, I need your help. He listens to you. Paul.
Sometimes.
Is that so?
He's not at the
I think we're
moment.
in trouble, and he doesn't see it. He refuses to.
I can't imagine why.
I know you and I haven't always seen eye to eye, but I know you care about Monarch. You care about what happens. And if we are reaching zero state, something has to be done.
And what is it we could do?
You know what we could do.
Truth is, Sophia, it's not really a matter of whether or not Paul will listen to me. It's that I won't listen to you.
Ooh.
I find your approach to matters rather counterproductive, filling Paul's head with your constant alarmism, distracting him with petty doomsday scenarios. I mean, if I'm being honest, I rue the day he gave you a modicum of function in this company. Because you said, I care about Monarch. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to prepare for my speech.
What is it that you're so threatened by, Martin?
Do I look threatened to you?
Who's he gonna call?
We have control of the presentation. Make it look good.
Oh, maybe he calls in the shooter for some reason. Disrupt things. 'Cause he's definitely got his own agenda of some kind going on. Because the way he said that of we have control of the presentation, that made it seem like he was
Crocker,
quite
right?
happy with the outcome of
Hey, Crocker!
me being distracted, or Paul being distracted.
Crocker! I really need to take a shit. Fuck, come on, Crocker. Crocker! Crocker! Come on, Crocker!
Oh my god.
Over there.
Where?
The woman with the necklace. My money is on that.
It's a pretty good choice,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna have to go with Ryan Gosling down there talking with George Clooney. Wearing his nice cufflinks, chatting about stocks.
Richard, where the hell have you been?
Didn't have my invitation.
Oh my god, you're always losing things.
I'm not losing anything.
Drama.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's going for it. Bam! Told ya.
Oh. Why am I losing
You owe me
so
a sword.
bad? I don't think I can drink.
I
don't think I
No,
can.
rules are rules.
Rules are rules.
Rules are fucking rules.
Is it who
You
was
want me
gonna
another
get their
sword?
phone out first? I'm not quite sure what the game was there.
I actually hate olives.
You can do it, my man.
Thanks for your encouragement.
She gonna try and get his ID card.
Nicely done.
I think he hate olives. Why is he eating the olives?
Thank you. I just wish I wasn't losing so bad.
Do you want to go for a walk?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, lady.
Oh, that was the sword. Got it.
Mine too.
Crocker. Hey, buddy. Crocker! Burke!
That would be very distracting if someone's just sitting there. Crocker.
Burke, if I have to come in there, you're gonna fucking regret it. Listen, this is just a big mis-fucking understanding. I'm gonna be out tomorrow. Oh, wouldn't a good word for you? I will help you climb this ladder. All I'm asking is please let me take a fucking shit.
You do not want to
to the
unleash
back
that
wall.
man.
Fuck, thank you, man.
He is
Thank you so much.
gonna take you down, Crocker, I'm afraid. You undo those cuffs.
Oh, man. Thank you. Shut up. Back up slowly. Yeah.
Oh, you don't even have to take the cuffs off. I was gonna say he's a dangerous guy. We know this. Not gonna worry about the cuffs. Ah. So, what's the plan? He's just gonna try and get to his wife, do you think? What's that? Access restricted. Ooh. Does he want to know where the secrets are? Go to the restricted zones.
I mean, I wasn't really excited about going in the first place.
Okay, why'd you go?
I think because somebody twisted my arm.
What the fuck is that?
Kind of looks like a dinosaur wearing a
Oh,
helmet.
that was my riffle. That's why the riffle thing came up.
Exactly what it looks like.
Hey, where are we?
Oh, nice.
Are we even allowed to be out here?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. Was that the first one I found? What was the second one? The second one was the Alan Wake book,
So
wasn't
what
it?
would you have been
Sudden
doing
Stop.
tonight if we didn't go?
What, if I hadn't gone to the party with you?
Yeah.
Well, I would have canceled all my other really important plans.
Ah.
And I would have gone back to work.
I think maybe you work a little too much.
Yes.
Is that Liam?
Well, no, I mean, it doesn't feel like work. You know, I like being wired in.
Yeah.
Makes me feel connected. You work all the time. In fact, you're there most of the time I'm there. So, do you think you work too much?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, no. I guess, yeah. I love work.
Hold it right there!
Shit!
You little fuck.
I was gonna
All
say
you
he's
had to
not
do
gonna be
was
happy
let me
with
in
that.
that perimeter lab.
You turned on Monarch. What was I supposed to do?
You have no idea what's going on, do you? I need to get in that lab. There's something in there that I need.
The lifeboat protocol. You work with Beth Wilder. I've seen you before.
You know her?
She's the reason I'm here.
Ooh. Sorry, Charlie. That was a little heartbreaking. I like when the little music notes came on. That's the subtitle. Is Charlie gonna join Team Joyce? Well, not really Team Joyce, just Team Not Monarch, I suppose.
Is that gun still necessary?
15 hours, so... Was it 13 hours last time?
Come on,
I thought it was 15. It was 6 something, I think, so it must be...
You're a very kind person.
What if he's got, like, a code to set an alarm off? A fail-safe code.
It's right up here.
Oh, right. I got it, guys. I got it. Yeah, I guess you guys can't do this. It's a special talent I have. Glad it's so celebrated.
The man in demand.
You're welcome.
What's in the lab? I know they're on the lifeboat protocol.
Is this it?
But that's just... that's... Is that the lifeboat protocol? Whatever she's looking at in there? Oh, is that some striker gear? Oh, that's gotta be Dr. Kim. Don't open it.
What is that?
Dr. Kim. Because he gone all shifty poofty.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. It's basically got no solid. No, 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 no. Don't let him out. He might. That's gonna be bad. Bad idea to let him out, right?
Grown undisrupted life form. Extremely hostile. Only ever heard of him.
Life form.
It's Dr. Kim.
Extremely hostile. It makes me think of the oh, what are they called? The things from Control, the spear type things that were like you couldn't kill, you just had to run away from. Astral spike. Something.
The second machine. Where is it?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
He's not gonna tell you. Why does he want it though? If they've got this plan to...
Up into the past.
Oh. I don't know. Oh. Oh, I think it might be because my controller died. Let me just see if I can go back a little bit.
I think you've lost your fucking
audio.
mind.
The second machine. Where is it?
I think my controller went to sleep, so it just went muted for some reason. It's like, don't mute. Oh, I suppose it's because my headphones and the audio is through my controller at the moment because I have to do a wired connection now. So, sorry. You were saying?
Up into the past. I tried to change things. Undo mistakes. Only to find there's no changing the inevitable. Time is just one closed loop. No matter what I do, you and I, we always end up here. And no matter what I do, time ends.
But things do change because...
I think you've lost your fucking mind.
He knew about the party change. Change enough things, you might change something big.
The memory, however, it's stretched. Like I've seen too much. All of it blending into one. Apart from a few fragments of memories. One in particular. You and I, 11 or 12 years old, when we found that vagrant. Remember? And when I arrived at the past, that was the first thing I tried to change. I went to the roof. I tried to talk him down, but my presence startled him, and he fell, same as before.
Contained loop.
Anything I try to change, it just triggers the same event, and we keep seeing that body. Because we were meant to. I'm not turning my back on the human race. But at this point, they're a necessary sacrifice.
It's pretty cold.
Is that what Will was? Necessary sacrifice?
Will refused to believe the inevitability of what was coming. And he became an obstacle.
Answer me this question, Paul. In everything you've seen, do I stop before you're dead?
He has really blue eyes.
When you're ready to cooperate, I will be here.
Yeah, I don't think that this relationship's gonna be salvageable. I mean, I highly doubted it with the fact that obviously he killed his brother, but I was wondering if he'd be able to get through to Paul maybe and sort of try and make him stop his plan a bit.
Who was he?
He was my mentor from college and then here to Monarch. I was in a bad place and he kind of turned me around.
Was she the one in that email on that computer just now?
Got it.
Oh, what was her
Sort
name?
of,
That wasn't the same person I
ghost
thought on the
files.
previous thing.
Permanent and mass deletion. Somebody was here. We got Cronin Field Regulator.
Ah, CFR.
Wait, hold on. Holy shit, this is Dr. Amaril's report.
What is it?
The stutters, they're increasing in frequency.
Yeah.
What's a stutter?
The more frequent the stutters, the more indicative of a fracture.
Okay, and what's a fracture?
Of time. Zero state, it stops, and it doesn't start back up.
And the lifeboat protocol could save us.
I have no idea. But the chronon field regulator, it is the core of Monarch's time tech. Everything is based upon it. And it has something to do with the lifeboat.
Uh-oh.
We have to go.
Wait.
No. This way. Sure.
Oh, there's a stutter.
Don't. You on the blicker.
Fiona!
It is Fiona. She's not the one.
The lab is stutter-proof.
She's not. I don't think it was Fiona in the email. I'll have to have a look.
Where are you
afterwards.
going? There were chronon harnesses up here. We need them.
Ah. There was only two though, wasn't there? We need to get one of them ones. There's the sword.
Holy crap.
Uh-oh. I wonder how heavy those are on the back. Is he gonna unleash Dr. Kim to distract them?
Holy shit! Put one of those on.
Yeah, see, this is if that's cool seeing it in like IRL. The lines. Can he grab her and move her out of it? Like, oh, don't you do it, Charlie.
Charlie! Fuck!
Take out the strike team. Oh, star's gone.
Let's go! Go this way!
Yeah.
Go!
I wonder if he'll run into Beth. Because Beth's got to be coming in somewhere because that's the plan to rescue me, right? Oh, that was the end of it. Damn it. No answers. Okay. Oh, intriguing. Right, so we have 40% complete now. There weren't any quantum riffles in that bit, was there? I didn't see the... What was this? What did this do? Standee of T-Rex. Oh, that was the second one. Was it the second one? Where did I find that one then? I thought I found that one first. Because... Oh no, the Intel was the book, wasn't it? Yeah, no. Standee of a T-Rex, the football text, and the text Rexes appear out of nowhere in the industrial era in 2010. Time travel closed loop paradox prank. Effect Ripple, new Riverport football team, Riverport Rexes, is formed and adopts the T-Rex as their mascot in 2011. Due to a university fraternity prank, really, the Standee ends up on Gola Island in a rowboat, and the same Standee goes missing at Ground Zero in 2016. That's when I interacted with it. Transcript of related discussion. So we have T-Ranger and R-Morphin. TR, again with the time travel. RM, we know it's possible. Yeah, but it doesn't follow that every single thing is. No, look, wait. This one, though, it appeared right out of the thin air. Well, out of thin air. Time travel doesn't really work like out of thin air. Okay, so where did I find the other one? Was it in this bit? Okay. Quantum Ripple. Sudden change of evening plans. What was this one in? Senior broker Haskins loses his Garlo. Oh, that was the other one. When he lost his ticket to get in the party. Cool. He's late to the gala. His wife divorces him. Whoops. Haskins on a burn-out leave. Haskins' invitation is sold on eBay by somebody using a pseudonym Blanche McDougal. And large numbers of monarch butterflies found dead from coast to coast. Ah, dang, I killed all the butterflies. So the transcript related to this one is... Same people. I'm so okay with this one. Haskins is such an asshole. Nobody likes working with that guy. I know that feeling. I spat his coffee once. Wow, okay. Believe me, he had it coming. And then some. Probably shouldn't put that on the record though. I'll make sure to erase that, don't worry. These are quite funny. So I just want to double check that the other one definitely didn't unlock. I think what I'll probably do, because it's still saying episode 1, is at some point I'll just let episode 1 play if I can't skip it to make that work. Oh look, we're going into like a red line. Really pinky colour. Act 3, the research facility. After faking his surrender, Jack makes his way across Gull Island to kidnap Dr. Sophia Amaral, scientist who can make the time machine work. Okay, so let's have a look at diaries. We looked at that one, didn't we? We know we haven't got anything else with Will. Haven't got anything else. But how do I get the next one? Act 3, part 1. So the only other thing would be whether this is actually new. That Jack, making Jack see things this way on his...
I know what they'll say. I've turned my back on Monarch, on the mission. For him, for Jack. The contrary is true. Jack could be our greatest asset if I can just make him understand. He needs time to understand, to process what has happened. Eventually, he'll see. He's the only one who possesses the same power, the lens to see clearly what I see every moment of every day. What's coming, the inevitability of it all. I just received word that shots were fired as Hatch delivered his speech. Shots meant from me. There's somebody else opposing me. Somebody on the inside.
I suppose that could be Beth.
Visions are
but
becoming
I'm not sure how
more
shooting at
frequent.
Hatch would help rescue
I'm having increasing difficulty holding on to the present.
Jack.
They need me to be strong. The lifeboat depends on it. I hope to God Dr. Amaral finds a more permanent solution soon. The treatments won't last much longer.
So the next one we won't get until we get all the intel in Act 3. Oh yeah, that is all the intel. And then junctions. So there's no intel in Act 4. Or if there is. I assume the intel is only related to his things. Yeah, so they are definitely all the same. I could probably get an upgrade. What should I get? Time vision, range. Just 3 time stops. Oh, that's good. I'll get that one. Okay, so the only other thing I wanted to just double check was on this collectible. No, so that was Erica Cross, so that's definitely a different person. But it was on this one. There was the email. This one. So that's Fiona Miller. So that was the one. That was the email I originally thought of. And then when she said that he was her mentor, that made me think of that email from Paul's computer. I was pretty sure that her name didn't begin with F on that email, but I couldn't remember what it was. But this one. So this is that girl from the episodes. Which I did not draw the connection of from the first one to when I found this email. So that's why she obviously wanted to get into the lab and find out what was going on in there. So very interesting. So this has been really cool today. I've enjoyed all the new bits of learning, all the intriguing things going on. I'm looking forward to seeing what Hatch's big plan is, because obviously if he's a version of Mr. Door, that we've seen in Alan Wake. I know obviously it's a different person, but same character essentially, just rebranded. We know from that he's not all that he seems, and in here, one of the intel we found was Chronon eye drops that he was using. So I don't know what effect that would have on him. But yeah, very intriguing, very intriguing. I like the whole closed loop thing. It's interesting. Does that mean that... Because it seemed like what Paul was saying is that he tried over and over again to change things. And when he killed Will, that seemed almost like the first time he'd done it from the way that he acted. It wasn't like he was immediately expecting to kill him. It was like he... But then maybe he did. I don't know. Because if you'd been trying to change things over and over and over again, you wouldn't automatically just try and kill Will, would you? You would be trying to get him to work with you. So if his closed loop theory does work, then Will died always or not? Because you can change certain things, I would think, but there's just maybe certain other things that have already happened that you can't change. I don't know. It's an interesting thing to think about. Because there's stuff like this where they're trying to fix the time machine. Jack wants to go back to 1999 or whatever, back into a day before or something, and Beth thinks they're going to end up in 2010, which I think is more likely, because I don't think it does make sense that they go there and get countermeasure. Because if Will's right, they have to have a time machine, so they can't go back before 1999. 1999 has to be when the time machine, he completed his first one, because he said that that's when somebody first spoke to him. So that could be because the time machine got activated then. Beth or somebody came back to try and stop Will, and that's then the loop closing. Very interesting. It makes my brain spin. But yeah, anyway. Going to leave this here for now, and on the next one we will pick up with Act 3 Part 1, The Research Facility, where we tried to kidnap ourselves a scientist. So that'll be fun. What have we got on the next one? Whoa, so much stuff. There's 2 intel in the next one. Ooh, they're all quite near together as well. There's some big gaps there. There's going to be fights in those sections. But intel is at the end. Okay, so follow Chronon sources. Few documents, couple of media. Okay. Anyway, gonna leave this here, so I will see you guys next time.